This is the demo for assignment 4, paint production HMI, human machine interface. And so I'll start off with just explaining each part. This is your Andon board. So this just displays all the different stations. And it's just a quick way for someone to look up and see if there's any issues anywhere and to pinpoint those issues. So this is just like a one-off, it's like a quick heads-up display type thing. This would probably be something like be close to like wherever the manager was, so they could quickly see where there was a problem or issue. Over here is the production metrics. So this is it's a bit more detail, and it gives the user some more information and more detail as to what's going on in the production. And down here is the paint assembly line. So this is a basically a mock or just a simulation of the actual paint line, and just to represent what's going on in the physical world. And so that's what this is for. So I'll start with the production metrics. We'll go over here. So here it'll tell you the process, the name, stock levels, downtime, production time, and in minutes, and if the line is running, yes or no, and the number of units that have been produced. So here's where the stock levels. So each of these had already a predetermined number of stock, and they all have a maximum level and a minimum level. So when this gets down to 40, it'll light up orange, because this is a warning to say, hey, this is going to be, it's getting low, so someone needs to restock it. Otherwise, the line will stop. And some other things I've done in here. So I also made it so that every so often the fill heads will also get like here, this will light up red, meaning that the fill heads got clogged. So I put something like that in here, and and with the so once something does go down, it'll start counting the downtime, and it'll light up. So here's this. It's going to start getting low, and this whole line will shut down. And the case packer here, this one's starting to come down, so it lights up orange. And then the sealer. So this one's going to come quicker. So this will all go red, and this will change to no. So then now your downtime starts tacking on. And so also the units being produced stops. And then so it's set like for so many seconds, and then it'll restock. So as if someone came by and started it again. So like the sealer will stop for a few seconds. And so yeah, this all lights up. So everything stopped. Now your downtime starts adding. And so I did this in Redo, and the problem I ran into with React.js was managing the state. So all these are components. So this is a component, the Andon board is a component, and then this paint assembly line is a component. And you start running into issues with trying to pass the state around. So I got everything being computed here, and I wanted to pass the state over to here, so like a true and false, and it's a bit more tricky. So I was trying to use Redux. I started getting it working, but it just I wasn't able to get it working in time before I needed to get this handed in. But so what the ideal thing would have been was that when this goes red or some problem comes up here, it's gonna light up over on the andon board, and it's also gonna line up in the process here where that happened. And the other thing that happens is so you would also log in or to once something like that happens, you want to log the report. So here you would click on to report the incident, and this will give you a choice to pick what station was it that the issue was found at. So say it's fill heads, reason for downtime, stock ran out, let's see, duration in minutes, so say like 5 minutes. So then that's how you would log that. And so it's pretty straightforward, it's basic, it tells the user everything they need to know. And so the final thing is also the help. So this was just a quick example of how the user could get help. So you could have your either links to online documentation or internal documentation to help the user troubleshoot or figure out any other functionalities. And so that's it for this demo.